We are live. FIFA World Cup Football, the complete beginner's guide, finally explained. Let's start with a tactical overview and ask ourselves, why does the World Cup feels like a total chaos for a new fan? As a fan, you are staring at a screen for 2 hours, watching 22 people sprint in circle, and the score remains 0-0. For that reason, most people think they are watching a game of luck, but they're actually missing the most sophisticated tactical deployment in modern sports. Football is a mission of territory and attrition. The objective is singular: get the most ball across the enemy's line while defending your own perimeter. It's not about frequency scoring like you'll find in basketball and other sports. It's about tension. It's about the almost scoring a goal. Stop looking for the score. That's my advice to you. And start looking at the space. When you understand that a 1-0 win is a tactical masterpiece, the game changes forever. Now, proceed to see that space. You first have to understand how the clock is actually lying to you. Now, why do soccer games suddenly last 100 minutes? I always thought it was 90. You see the 90-minute clock and you stand up and leave at the end of the 90 minutes. And suddenly the games continue. It goes on for 10 more minutes. Most new fans feel cheated by the invisible time, and they do not realize that the most dangerous moments of the match happens after the clock ends. If you don't believe me, review some of the recent footage and you'll find out why. Unlike other sports, the clock in football never stops. It never stopped to account for injuries. It never stopped to account for celebration. It never stopped to account for VAR review. VAR stands for visual assisted refereeing. The referee calculates stoppage time. Now, in theory, it's a 90-minute game, but in practice, the 2026 will be the era of the 100-minute war of games, whatever you want to call it. Never walk away at the 90-minute mark. The added time is where the legends are made. The added time is where the hearts are broken. But now that you have mastered the clock, you have to master the target zone. Let's talk about field logistics and scoring. What actually counts as a goal in the World Cup? You think it's simple. You see the ball hit the post, for example, rolls along the line, and the crowd screams, "Goal!" But the referee says, "No, no, no, no goal." Most of you think that breaking the plane is enough. But in this game, almost is failure that cannot be redone. It's failure that may cost a nation its trophy. It's failure that may cost a team a score. The 100% rule states that the entire circumference of the ball must cross the entire wide plane between the posts. If 99% of the ball is over, the score is still 0-0. We use goal line technology to measure this down to the millimeter. Look for the green light on the referee's watch. If he buzzes, if he doesn't buzz, it's a mission failure. If he buzzes, you're good to go. But who are the players tasked with crossing that line? Let's break it down for you. Let's talk about team composition and players' position. And let's talk about the 11 players and why. And why do they have numbers, right? You always wonder, in most sports, a number is a number, right? It's assigned randomly. But football is a little different. You heard the announcer talk about number 9 or talk about the false 10. And it sounds like a math equation instead of sport. Most commentators get bogged down in jargon, leaving the audience feeling like they're walking into the middle of a briefing without a map, walking into the middle of a briefing without a clue as to what's going on. Think of the teams as specialized unit or specialized player or specialized team. The goalkeeper is the last line of defense. The defenders are the shield. The midfielder are the engine room and communication. The striker, normally the number 9 or number 10, number 9, is a sniper. And they only have one task. That task is the final kill shot to score. Identify the number 10 on the pitch. They are the playmaker. If you watch them, you see the entire play develop before it happens. But these players do not stand alone. They don't just stand anywhere. They follow a particular blueprint. Have you heard of the 4-4-2, 4-4-3? And why should you care? Coaches spend millions of dollars on formation, yet most fans just see a bunch of dots on the screen. If you don't understand the starting map, you never understand why the team is suddenly getting slaughtered on the win. A formation is a team's tactical DNA. A 4-4-2 is a balanced, old-school fortress. A 4-4-3 is an aggressive, high-pressure offensive sweep. The numbers represent the layers. For example, the defense layer, the midfield layer, and the attack layer. Watch the first 5 minutes of the next match to map the formation. Once you see the rows, you see the cracks in their armor. You see the crack on their formation. You see the crack on how they arrange. Most fans think the referee is almost the most powerful person on the pitch, but there's a silent computer that actually makes the call. Now, these are the rules of engagement that we need to understand. Why was the goal canceled? Are you aware of the offside trap? Now, a player scores a goal over a lifetime. The stadium erupts, and then pure silence. The whistle blows. Offside. It is the most frustrating, confusing, and debated rules in all sports. And it kills the energy. I saw many goals being made that were taken back because of an offside call. It kills the energy of the game instantly if you don't respect it. Just be aware of it. Think of it as a no camping trip or no camping zone. You cannot wait behind the enemy last defender for the easy pass. You must be level with the defense when the ball is kicked. And if you look at the game, you see them moving online. The reason for that is to keep the players online so that the attacker cannot go beyond the last defender before the attack begins. Okay, maybe this is a little better right here. So these are all the things that I'm talking about right here individually. So follow this infographic for details. So this is what we call, this is a game of tactical timing. If you are an inch too early, the mission is aborted. So they will call it back. There'll be no goal, right? And this is what we're talking about here. You cannot be camping ahead of the defenders, right? So pretty much I'm over here, the no camping rules. And as I've been speaking, you have an infographic for each one of that, which follows the format for a video that's coming out tomorrow. Watch the linesman on the sideline. If the flag goes up, the party is over. If offside is the killer, the silent killer, the handball is the loud one. Question for you. When is a handball actually a foul? The ball hits the player's arm and the entire stadium screams for a penalty, but the ref wipes it off. What would that be? Why would that be? You have to understand about it, right? A handball rules changes almost every season, making it a moving target, and even the professionals struggle with it. It's about natural silhouette. If your arm is tucked in, you are safe. If you make your body unnaturally bigger to block the shot like you would in basketball, you are going to give away a penalty. A penalty could be the difference between winning and losing. It's the difference between an accident when you are crossed and the ball hits you, and a tactical interference when your arms are waving. Big difference. Look at the player's intent and the arm position. If they look like they are trying to fly, they are getting a whistle. But what happens when the ref makes a mistake? Do ref ever make a mistake? They say they never do, but if they do, enter the eyes in the sky. There are cameras that will help us figure that out. Now, the next topic, discipline and technology makes all the difference in the current games. People ask me all the time, does the video assist ref or VAR actually helps? Or is it ruining the game? Hotly debated. We have a video assistant referee. To fix clear and obvious error. But instead, it has created a new kind of tension where goals are not real until the guy in the booth 3 miles away says they are real. VAR checks 4 items. It checks for goals, it checks for penalties, it checks for direct red card, and mistaken identity. It's a high-tech safety net designed to prevent the shocking news headlines of the past. We're sure you know what I'm talking about. It's not perfect, but it's the most significant gear shift in football history. Now be patient for 30 seconds. Just wait for the VAR to check, because it is the price that we pay for tactical justice. We want to get the game right. We want to get the calls correctly. Here's a quick reality check. Everything we have covered so far only matters if you survive the group stage. Let's look at the stakes of the World Cup itself. And let's look at the tournament life cycle. How does a team actually win the World Cup? Feels simple, but it is not. 48 teams enter the fray, but only one leaves a winner. Most people don't realize that some of the greatest teams in history have been sent home after 270 minutes of play, about 3 games, because they misunderstand the point system, or they don't score enough. Now, phase 1 is called the group stage. It's a point system and a race. 3 for a win, 1 for a draw. That means when the score is 0-0, and 0 for a loss. Phase 2, the knockout stage. There are no draws. If it's a tie, you go to extra time, and then the sudden death or penalty shootouts. We've seen that happen recently, and you know that could make or break a team. Followed by the point table. During the first 2 weeks in 2026, every single point is a lifeline. Now you know the rules. Now you know the players. Now you know the stakes. Enjoy the game. But we got some more. Now here is how to be the smartest fan in the room in 2026. Most people will walk into the 2026 World Cup as a casual and confused fan. Due to the 48 teams expansion, they will be lost in the noise, but you must have, and you now have, the blueprint to see the tactical maneuvers beneath the surface. The secret of to 2026 it's not just knowing the rules, it's knowing why. You now understand that the game is won in the transition, the stoppage time, and the tactical discipline of the team. The game has not changed very much. You have. You are no longer just watching, you are analyzing a masterpiece in human performance. Football is called a beautiful game because it's easy. No, it is not easy, but because it's a perfect reflection of life. It has high stake, it has narrow margin, and it has moments of pure unadulterated magic and pure unadulterated joy when your team wins. You are ready to view and enjoy the 2026 World Cup. Now, if this guide helped you feel like you understand football, subscribe. Your subscription helps us feed our veterans. Every subs count towards the mission, and our mission matters. Let's continue the engagement. Here's a question for you. Do you think VAR has made football better? Or should we go back to the human eye only? Let's debate it on the comment. Give me your notes and I'll respond to it. Now, after this, watch my video on FIFA World Cup 2026. Every soccer position explained for beginners. A story because it breaks down every single soccer position from number 1 to number 11 in plain, simple English. Finally, remember to gear it up for the World Cup 2026. Get the Ultimate Fan Kit and the official merchandises on my Amazon storefront. Link in the description. Funds are used to feed veterans. I will see you on the next one right here or right here. Enjoy yourself.